Brian Soy, expert in sticking oranges with a knife.
Yeah, that's what my degree just taught me, man.
Isn't that why you went to Fresno State?
Yeah, I actually got a B+ in this. The reason I didn't get an A was because of this.
Hey you guys, what's up? Hope you're doing well. Today I'm going to show you how to photograph this, and this image and how to bring your photography to the next level. So now we're setting up the first scene, which is the orange shot. So we'll start out with the first one, the first orange light on there. Switch over to this one next. That's giving a lot of nice contrast and pop into the background. And then we'll throw that last one up in the back. And now we've got a pretty good looking shot where we have a good amount of front light on this image to show the knife enough, but a nice amount of color in the shot as well. And a nice orange lit background to give that kind of orange vibe for this shot. So for this shot, we'll just get a couple of images vertically first. Switch in a manual here. And pull this back a little bit more. I mean, what is this all for if not for fun?
For money.
That's all Brian thinks about is money. So for the second shot, we're gonna be changing the vibe to purple now. We're gonna take these flowers and kind of scatter them around the middle of the knife here. So we're gonna place the knife there, scatter the flowers around it. So now that we've got the flowers laid out and set up a little bit where we want them, we turned all the lights to make it look a little bit more purple in the shot here. It's looking pretty sweet. So we're gonna get some B-roll of this, get the product images of this, and see how it turns out. We got the knife set up exactly where we wanted. Again, we're gonna get the lighting switched up to all match. Getting it kind of like a little bit of an icy look here. We're gonna throw the ice up afterwards. Tell Brian earlier one of the hacks that I discovered. So on the Velcro right up here.
Dude, that's all Velcro.
Look how that holds that.
That's
Sounds like it's gonna
Velcro,
rip, but it's
guys.
not.
That's Velcro. That's not a magnet, it's a Velcro. Stuff you put, like, tie your shoes with.
Exactly. Cool. Alright, I'm gonna go grab the ice now. Yeah. Welcome to life behind the office. I don't think anyone's ever seen out of the office.
So what are you wearing today, Jeremy? You wearing Gucci today?
Yeah. Nah, Vision, bro.
Oh, Vision.
Vision.
Copper merch.
Yep.
Look at the Vision merch.
Check it out, link in bio. So we're gonna take a look now at how it looks in the editing, show you guys a little bit about how I edited these shots. Shout out to Brian Soy. Throw up your Instagram, bro. What's your Instagram?
It's Brian_Soy_. So I do a lot of automotive stuff and I love hanging out with Jeremy.
Hey you guys, so now we're into editing and we're gonna take a little bit of a look at how I'm editing these shots right here. So let's hop straight into it. I pulled up the 3 different images that I wanted to show you guys how I edited on Lightroom. We're gonna start with the blue one right here, the ice scene. And we'll start out by just bringing up the end of the tone curve here to kind of let it be a little bit more flat near the end. Bring it up right about here too, give it a little bit out of that shadows. Then what we'll do next is we'll give it a little bit of dynamic right there without bringing the highlights too high. So that helps bring the contrast really in the area where most of that that contrast needs to be held in those midtones, but then doesn't allow it to highlight too quickly. So that's starting to look good. Let's bring up the exposure a little bit, get that a little bit more nicely exposed, right about there. Now we're gonna bring out that contrast, help get a little bit more contrast in the shot. I'm thinking the background's probably a little bit too bright, so we're gonna bring those highlights down just a tad while bringing up the shadows decently. There we go, that's starting to look really good. And now we're gonna take these blacks to give it a little bit more fall off near the end. Gonna take the blacks, throw them down a little bit. Let's see. That's probably good. Maybe a little bit too much there. A little bit less. And then we'll be looking into those whites. And I wanna give just a little bit of pop right here on these ice cubes. So I'm gonna bring these whites up just a tad. Helps pop that out a little bit more. To help accent the knife a little bit more, what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna take, let's use this tool right here, circular mask. What we're gonna do is bring it over the knife right here. It's pretty well positioned. we're going to invert that mask so it affects what's inside of it rather than doing everything else but it. I'm gonna bring up the feathering first, probably to around 90. We're gonna bring that exposure down a little bit. So this is without the mask, about where it is. We're gonna bring it up a little bit to help that knife pop. There we go. Looking good. Rotate that a little bit more. Down a little bit more towards the edge where it lost most of it. So next let's look at the coloring of it a little bit more. I think we probably want it a little bit colder, slightly. That's probably looking pretty good. Probably bring a little bit more of a purplish tint. And if we look down at the vibrance over here and the saturation, probably bring up the saturation quite a bit. Bring the vibrance down a little bit. It helps pop the colors a little bit too. So overall looking pretty good. I'd say I want a little bit less of this in the foreground, this black carpet or blanket kind of appearing. So what we're gonna do is take a little bit of a gradient filter right here, and we are going to, let's see, start to basically darken that out. So without it, it's around there, right here. That helps get it a little bit darker. But what I don't like is I don't like how bright it is up here. So what we're gonna do is add in a second gradient filter right up here. And do the same thing where we darken this a little bit more. Not too much, but darker. And I think we're looking good. So that's the ice image right there. It looks pretty nice. Now we're gonna move on to the purple image with the flowers in front of the knife. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope this helped you guys out in your product photography. Hope to help you get a little bit more creative, unique of images as you're kind of going about these things. If you guys enjoy this type of content, let me know in the comments below. Give me a like, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I can't wait to see you guys next time.